Hey everyone, I'm Amy. Welcome to my channel, video number 1. Today is July the 13th, 2020, and what a year it has been. I decided to make this YouTube channel because I am an anxiety sufferer, not sufferer. It's just part of who I am, and it's been a difficult part of my life, but I have learned a lot from it. And one thing that I learned is that paint pouring helps settle the feelings that I have. So that's why I'm doing this. And in our county today, here in Ontario, we are now mandatory masks in all indoor public areas. So I was out this morning with my daughter and we had to wear masks to go into any of the stores that we went into. So that's one of the things that a lot of the areas in Ontario, Canada, are now doing. So it's been quite a year. So let's get into the paint pouring and have some fun. Okay, so here we go. Remember, this is my very first video. Have some patience with me. I'm hoping that this is, I hope that it looks okay. And I tend to be a little bit silly sometimes, so I might just pop down here the odd time just to talk a little bit. Maybe not. Anyway, so I have my colors. I'm doing more of a pink theme today. I have some silver along with it. So I wanted to try some different shades of pink. This is Artist Loft mixed with floetrol. I do floetrol to paint 2-to-1 in all my paints. So that's the pink floetrol, or the pink Artist Loft, which is this one here. I will list everything down in the description. This lighter pink is also the Artist Loft pink mixed with some white, which is Deco Art Craft paint. The silver that I have is also Artist Loft. And the coral color that I have here is the pink Artist Loft mixed with this one here, which is Sax, and it is golden yellow. It is a heavier bodied paint. A little bit more floetrol in that one with a little bit of water. So when I mix them, I like them to be mound on a mound on a mound on a mound for a ring pour, which is what I'm going to be doing. I want to try, one of the things that I wanted to try, normally when you do a ring pour, you start in the middle and you do small circles. I want to try a bigger circle and work my way into the middle like this. So this is my canvas. You can see that it's a little bit, I don't know what you want to call that, texturized. Underneath was a painting that I didn't like the results, so I just painted over it with some white acrylic paint, and I used my knife and texturized it because it makes it just a little bit easier. I've done a couple before where I've done a pour on top and texturizing underneath. Once it dries, actually looks really cool. So I decided that's what I would do because it is so much easier. So let's layer my cup. I also have a large cup of white that I will use as my puddle. I'm just going to use the silver as my lighter color in between my layers, and we'll see what happens. All right, so let's do this. Let's start with some coral. Some of the darker pink, some silver, some of the lighter pink. My silver looks like it's a little bit thinner than the rest, but that's okay. Let's go back in with the coral. I really like this color. It turned out pretty well. really love metallics as well. Artist Loft has a metallic medium that you can add to your regular paints. If you want to turn those regular paints into metallics. Some more dark in here. I don't know how this is going to end up turning out. I'm just sort of layering as, you know, randomly at this point. One of the things I'm learning is layering cups. And of course I dropped something on my very first video. That would happen. Let's go back in with this one. Now this is a 7-ounce cup. It's definitely going to be more paint than what I need, but that's okay. So what we're going to do, you can see my layers there. They look kind of cool. We'll have a look at the cup afterwards. So we're going to start. I hope this turns out. I'm almost too much of a perfectionist that I like things to be a certain way, and when I see them in my head and they don't turn out, I tend to beat myself up. But you know what? That's the anxiety, and I need to just go for it. Bring her back out and around. This almost does like a 3D rose kind of effect. And there's no rules whatsoever on how you want to pour these. I think I'll come back in the middle here and we'll do, now I forgot to tell my 2 kids upstairs that I am filming. They know that I'm starting my channel today. They are teenagers and here they come down the stairs. There's my daughter. How do you like that so far?
What are you doing?
I am filming my very first video for my YouTube channel. These are the colors that you helped me pick. So now we are, oh, I know what I forgot to do. Do an extender around the ring so that it flows much better. Oh, I need to mix this a little bit more. Okay, here goes. Oh, this maybe was a little bit thick, but that's okay. This is how you learn. It's one of the things that I'm learning is how to do this. Trying to get it nice and close so that it helps the paint flow. Last time I made it too watery and it affected the paint. I didn't really like how it ended up. So we'll see what happens here. I'm slowly going to just make some circles. I really love seeing the coral underneath the silver and the pink. They're really turning out so far. Stretch this down this way. Leave that there for a little bit. I see some air bubbles, so I'll try and torch those out. This just helps pop any air bubbles that may be in the paint. Try not to get too close. It also brings up a lot of cells, which are just the little circles that sort of form. So now, which way do I want to go here? Let's bring this down this way. Bring it back to center. Maybe we'll go this way. Lots of pretty cells popping up in the silver. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. I know I'm just new starting out, but everybody has to start somewhere, right? This is a great stress relief for me. I'll bring this down into this last corner. Oh, I really like how that pink is stretching out. I think I'm going to actually bring it down a little bit more. Sorry, I know you can only see the edges there, but the edges actually look really good too. Bring this back. I've definitely learned that my paint is maybe a little bit too thick, but that's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I can see back here. Just pop a little bit in on here. Cover that edge up. I'll bring it down. Always run along the edges so that the drips will actually continue to pull the paint off the edge of the sides. So what I actually meant to say was to run your finger along the edge of the painting so that it doesn't pull the rest of your paint off the canvas. Because if you don't take the drips off, it'll just continue to run over the sides, which is not what you want to have. And then if you need to touch up corners, you can use the paint that's on your finger. Or if you have a knife, I mean, I don't really care about getting super, covered in paint. I'm a registered nurse, so I actually get pretty dirty all the time. My hands and everything. Half the time, that's what I feel like. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Definitely different. One of the first ones that I've done where I haven't put in any white into the actual cup or black. I usually use a contrasting color, but I wanted to try something different this time. So, and always be mindful not to, if you're gonna use your fingers or your tools or whatever, not to drip paint on your composition. All right, I'm going to wipe my hands. A little bit of white showed up there too, just from the puddle. So let's see. Oh, I think I've got a butane. So if the paint had been a little bit thinner, I maybe would have had some more cells pop up, but there are some really neat cells in here through this silver patch here. I love how the metallics lay on top of the opaque colors. I love how I can see this dark pink through here underneath the silver. I love this little spot right in here. So why don't I give you a close-up? The circles, and you can see how the metallic just lays so nicely over top. I realized I forgot to turn my lights on, so hopefully the lighting is okay. I don't think it is though. It's very dark outside, and even though I'm in front of the window, this is my favorite spot right in here. I love how you can see the pink underneath See these circles in here? Those are the cells. All in here. So yeah, that's that. So thanks everyone for watching my channel, and hopefully you'll join me again. I plan on posting at least once a week, if not more often. And yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.